They don't marry for passion, they marry for security. You see guys, love excites while stability sustains, and marriage is about the latter. The man she truly loved, he was thrilling, he was unpredictable, he was emotionally unsafe. Breakups aren't sudden, they're just signals you ignored. They're the tests you failed in slow motion. You begged for answers, you replayed the text conversations, you kept calling like a broken Wi-Fi signal. You learn how fragile relationships become when desire meets opportunity. Now this perspective triggers women because it's earned, not from theory, not from podcasts, and not from studies, but from participation, from experience. The very sad, very sobering reality about marriage here in the 2020s is that women marry men they do not love. They don't marry for passion, they marry for security. You see guys, love excites while stability sustains, and marriage is about the latter. The man she truly loved, he was thrilling, he was unpredictable, he was emotionally unsafe. Now all that is great for memories, but it's terrible for commitment. The man she married, reliable, predictable, provides structure. He wasn't her Mr. Fantasy, he was her Mr. Fix-It. This is why so many husbands hear, "You're a good man," but while so many exes hear, "I've never felt this way before." You see gentlemen, marriage rewards utility, not intensity. Love burns hot while responsibility burns long, if it even burns at all. And because of this, most men confuse affection with desire. But women are able to separate these two very cleanly. One man gets her body, mind, and soul, while the other gets whatever is left over. She didn't marry the man she loved the most. She married the man who fit the best. But this isn't evil, guys. It's just strategy. Men who understand women don't seek to be loved. We seek to be chosen. And while few will admit this, most married men already know it. First mistake is that you kept your stuff where she could still touch it. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Breakups aren't sudden. They're just signals you ignored. They're the tests you failed in slow motion. You begged for answers, you replayed the text conversations, you kept calling like a broken Wi-Fi signal. Now this behavior does two things. Number one, it lowers your price, and number two, it proves that you're replaceable. So the quick math here is that absence builds value while clinginess destroys it, and her brain rewires for what's not available. So after a breakup, there are a few simple steps you need to take. Step one, which is the most important step, and that is to go radio silent. Cut off all contact, block her on everything, cut the bait. No replies, no likes, no accidental seen messages. Do this for at least 90 days. Step two, rebuild quickly. At the gym, stack your money, shrink your circle, and re-engage your mission. Not for her, but for gravity. Be the man who has the life she's missing out on. Step three is the frame reset. When you reappear, the energy has to be new. No apologies, no softening, and no explanations. Now, if she chases, test her. Slow replies, high standards, and clear boundaries. If she doesn't chase, well, you've already won the bigger prize, which is your freedom. Remember, guys, every breakup has two deaths. The day she leaves, and the day you stop waiting. The first one hurts you, but the second one hurts her, and that is what makes you dangerous. That's why I tell you guys to vet a woman for a period of no less than 1 full year. Now there are many reasons for this, obviously, but one of the most important reasons is that you have no idea who or what a woman is until you test her, because the version that she shows you first is never the real her, ever. In the beginning, you're talking to her in her best behavior mode. This is the mask she puts on because she knows you're worth impressing. Every woman is sweet, calm, and feminine when she wants you to choose her, but the real personality comes out when she feels comfortable enough to slip up. And this is why so many men get played. They commit before they observe. Guys, you need to test her before she gets anywhere near your heart, your peace, or your wallet. So here's test number one, the distance test. After you smash her, pull back slightly. Don't ghost her, just pursue a little less frequently and watch how she reacts. If she disappears instantly,
she belongs to the streets.
She's used to getting passed around and she's used to being in a man's rotation. A woman with real value leans in, not out. Test number two is the pressure test. Give her a small correction. Nothing crazy, something simple like, "You're always late, try to be on time." Now sit back and observe. If she gets loud, defensive, and catches an attitude, then she's not coachable and she cannot follow leadership. This means that she is chaos in disguise. Test number three is the contribution test. When she comes over, does she bring value? Or does she act like an entitled guest? A woman with wife energy fixes small things, she helps you out, and she adds to your environment. A woman who just drains you, sits around, scrolls on her phone, and consumes everything is for recreational use only. The fact of the matter is that most men get played because they never test women. Stop assuming and start observing. You don't want a woman who's perfect. You want a woman who's coachable. Because there are some men who have slept with so many taken women that they're wary of being the boyfriend now. When you've been the other guy long enough, you learn a very uncomfortable truth. And that truth is that loyalty isn't guaranteed, it's conditional. While you experienced romance from her, you also witnessed timing, access, and opportunity. You saw boredom, secrecy, and convenience, but definitely not love. You saw the mechanics, you saw the late night texts, you saw the last minute girls' night plans, you saw the excuses that sounded rehearsed, and you saw the tone shift the minute her boyfriend called. You saw behind the curtain, and once you've seen behind the curtain, you can never fully trust the performance. You learn how fragile relationships become when desire meets opportunity. Now, this perspective triggers women because it's earned, not from theory, not from podcasts, and not from studies, but from participation, from experience. These men didn't become afraid of commitment. They became aware of reality. They learned the hard way that cheating is much more common than advertised and that it is quieter than we had ever imagined. The simple truth is that a man cannot unsee how quickly loyalty bends when temptation outweighs the consequences. You cannot unsee how quickly the guilt fades when excitement takes control. So these men don't fear relationships. They fear the illusion. They fear the blind trust. They fear becoming the man they once replaced. When you've been the secret for long enough, promises stop sounding sacred. So a lot of men aren't afraid of love. They're just afraid of deja vu. That's why I teach you guys the very important concept of dick discipline. Obviously, dick discipline comes with practice, but it's very important that you master this because if you have dick discipline, she cannot manipulate you because you're not desperate for sex. You see, guys, sex desperation is leverage for her. Remove the leverage and the manipulation collapses. Most mind games work because men are pursuing from a place of hunger and not from a place of strength. When you're horny, you tolerate disrespect, but when you're disciplined, you set the terms. Attention, validation, and chaos all lose power when your spine is stronger than your lust. A man who can walk away from sex is immune, while a man who cannot is owned. And make no mistake, guys, she can sense it. She senses the calm, she senses the indifference, she senses the could do without it attitude. And that's when the script flips. This isn't about hating women. This is about self-control. So the quick math here is that you can either control yourself or you can be controlled. Master your urges and you master the frame. Because failing to do so means being susceptible to control. Desire makes slaves while discipline makes unbreakable men. Choose accordingly, guys.